All right, episode number 618 of American Gravy. I'm Andrew Gruel.
I'm Lauren Gruel.
The princess, the queen, the everything of this episode and this show altogether. But today we're going to be oh, by the way, I need you to
I knew I needed to do something. Okay.
So today we're going to be just doing another request. We had Total Request Live.
TRL.
TRL, long time listener, first time caller. People ask pork chops. They're like, give me something simple to do with pork chops. Now, the reason why I wanted to actually do that today was because I was strolling through the aisles of Whole Foods the other day, just getting ready to, tap people on the shoulder, find out what their thoughts on life were. And I saw that in the case, pork chops were on sale, as they normally are. People don't go to the store thinking like, oh, I want to have pork chops tonight. And this comes from the fact that for years, pork was considered just this meat that you had to overcook and dry out because of trichinosis, and it could be dirty, and pigs are dirty, and it's disgusting. But that's not the case anymore, especially places like Whole Foods and grocers that are conscious of where they're buying their products, and tons of places now online that you can buy direct. A lot of these really good pork farms are producing such high quality products. You can eat it rare even if you want to. Trichinosis is not an issue. Well, I mean, hypothetically you could. I'm saying that's how high quality it is. Well, don't, because it doesn't have a good mouthfeel. But my point is, it's high quality. These were I got 3 pork chops for only $6.92. So this is gonna be one of those 20 under 20 meals right here. We're not gonna do a starch or a side dish with this, but I'm gonna show you how to really quickly make an excellent pork chop.
I don't like pork.
She doesn't like pork, but that's gonna change right now. You're gonna watch the transformation. Okay. By the time this episode is over, Lauren is gonna be putting pork chops in her hair.
I'll be rolling around.
She's gonna be rolling around in pork chops. She's gonna be pork. Okay, so I like actually the chops with the bone in, and I like the part right there on the top of the chop where you get that nice kind of fatty richness. I did dry brine these pork chops for about an hour or two, just a little bit of salt. On the thicker cut pork chops, you're gonna wanna pre-salt it, but you don't have to. It's just something I like to do because it adds a little bit of moisture back to the inside of the pork chops. So I've got a pan back here on the stove that I'm gonna get blasting hot. We are going to season these pork chops up with just a little bit of wild fennel and salt. That's all, right?
Ooh.
We do a dash of cinnamon. Do you want to do a dash of cinnamon?
Sure.
We'll do a dash of cinnamon on there as well. We're gonna get the pan blasting hot with some beef tallow, and then we are going to sear them on one side. We're gonna flip them over, we're gonna kiss them on the other side, but then we're gonna remove them from the pan. They'll probably be at about medium at that point, but the carryover cooking will continue to cook the pork chops. We'll have all the beautiful protein pieces stuck to the pan, and then we're gonna make an orange sauce. An orange mustard. We're gonna make an orange mustard butter sauce right in the pan.
This sounds lovely.
Lovely. It sounds like a lovely day with me and my lady here.
Okay,
I don't know what accent that was. Get some cinnamon.
It was just St. Patrick's Day, so maybe that's
that was it. Actually, I went from New Zealand to Australia, back over to London, and then across to.
We can cut it out.
Wherever, across to Ireland. Ireland, get the torch in the morning.
I'm grabbing a bowl. Do we even need one?
No.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, well, bowls are always good. I like bowls. So I love this stuff, right? So this is seasoning salt. So it's got salt in it, and it's just like a wild fennel seasoning salt. So I'm gonna hit it on one side. Because these pork chops are relatively thin, I'm not gonna season both sides, in addition to the fact that I've already dry brined them a little bit.
Are we doing some cinnamon?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little cinnamon on there, just a little bit, get it sprinkled on your beautiful hands. Okay, cinnamon, little dash will do ya. Kids are screaming in the background. And once they heard pork chops, they went nuts. They love pork. Pork!
Alrighty.
See that? All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything ready over here though, because we're gonna make the pan sauce very quickly. So I got 2 sweet oranges. I'm just gonna cut them, that's all I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, look at the inside of those.
Those are nice.
Beautiful, those are absolutely beautiful. Where was the orange with the, look at that. That orange is having a little trouble. It's gotta get a little orange poop out. Look at that.
That's gross.
They call this the orange anus. It's the anus of the orange. I'm a child. Okay.
You are.
So we'll do 2 here, right? Look at those are beautiful.
And you're just throwing them straight into the pan?
Oh my God, this just makes me want to go to Florida, lay on a beach.
You're literally ignoring me.
Tan myself. I'm so excited about the orange.
I know.
Yeah. So let's get the pan blasting, and then let's carry all this over to the pan. Okay. What do you think? You down?
I'm down.
There we go. Let's take this party to the stove. All right, so we're gonna add some beef tallow to the pan here, about a tablespoon.
Okay.
Get that going, let's get that melted. I'm using a carbon steel pan, as I've talked about in the past, my favorite pan to cook with.
Where can people get this though?
Oh, you can get this online, you get it from Lodge, you can get it at any restaurant wholesale store, just www.pan.com.
Pan.
I don't know what that is. If that goes takes you to a weird website, I didn't know about it. All right, so this is getting kind of smoky, so it's time. It's time. So I'm just gonna lay these seasoned side down into the pan.
And we're not seasoning the other side.
We're not seasoning the other side, okay? Kind of like breakfast chops, right?
I mean, it smells good already. Or is it the oranges?
That's me.
Oh, you smell nice.
Thanks. So now I'll put this pan over here.
Okay.
Take the paper towel off of this one.
And then these cook relatively quickly, right?
Yeah, they're gonna cook really quickly.
What do you think? Like timing wise, people like to know the time.
All right, well, let's see. Let's time it. So I put that in about, oh, that's my heart rate. So 30 seconds ago. Why is my heart rate at 41?
Are you okay?
I think I've just been working out a lot. Zone 2.
Okay,
Brings my heart. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Now don't play with it. I want to play with it, but we shouldn't. So one way that you can tell that the pork is almost ready to flip is that you'll actually see that golden brown. You'll see what was the loose raw pork sticking to the pan, and it will slowly start to release on its own as it gets golden brown on the exterior, and then it comes up roughly 18% on one side of the pork. Then you flip it. See, so it's starting to happen over here.
Like that one looks like it's...
Yeah, that one's getting there. I'm getting a little bit more of that tallow in there.
Okay.
And all we're gonna do after we flip them is kiss them.
And are we throwing them in the oven, or we're just
No, we're just gonna see. These are just gonna finish right in the pan, because we're gonna then make the sauce, and then we're gonna put them back in the pan with the sauce to finish them. One pan wonder. So they call me one pan wonder. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
And so we're gonna take them out of the pan, make the sauce, throw them back in the pan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Getting a little fire here. Turn that down.
And people, if they don't like pork or eat pork, they can just do this with another protein, right?
Yeah, they can do it with another protein. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of that fat out of there. Just right onto that pan. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna flip it. Let's see how it goes. Flip it and kiss it. Yep, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Golden brown and delicious. Just kiss it on one side. Kiss it on the other side, okay?
Woo!
Now I'm gonna turn the heat off. Let that go for about 15 seconds, okay? Now I'm gonna take these chops, let them get a little bit of Maillard browning on one side. Take these chops and I'm gonna move them over to this pan, okay? So, now we got all those beautiful pork juices stuck to the pan right here. I've already poured some of the excess fat out. So now we'll go in here with our orange juice, okay? So we got our oranges, so 2 oranges.
Okay.
Go ahead and squeeze.
Get in there.
Yep. 2 oranges. Sweet oranges, play with your oranges. I'm gonna turn the heat back up to a little bit of a simmer, all right? And then with this third orange that I have right here, I'm gonna do a little bit of orange zest in there, which on the exterior, a ton of flavor, and the oils that are in the citrus zest, you never wanna waste that.
But we could have just done that with the first 2 oranges.
Yeah,
Cut it after.
Yeah, I could have. I mean, you're right, we could have.
Okay.
Yeah,
you don't need 3 oranges for this. You can.
Well,
just
I'm gonna
use
eat
2.
this orange.
Yes.
Here you go, hold that for me.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll save it for later.
All right, now, get that all coming together right there. That is beautiful. Now let's just add about 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. There's nothing like orange and mustard to go with some pork. But here comes the fun part, okay? So what I'm going to do, oh God!
Oh.
There we go, that's all right.
Let me go. I'll be back.
Kids are screaming. So now that the fire alarm has been fixed, now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. All right?
It's good that they work though.
Yeah, no, it is good that they were. I've been wondering about that. 2 tablespoons of butter in here, so now we're just making like an orange pan sauce.
Okay, and for somebody who's not really using butter.
Well, who's not using butter?
I mean, I'm not really anymore.
You still want to add the butter.
You still want to add the butter?
Yeah.
Okay, but what if somebody wasn't?
Then just go with more orange juice and a little bit of Dijon.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna glaze the pork chops back in that beautiful, beautiful butter sauce. Let's add a little bit more. That orange juice on there. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
That looks really good, actually.
Okay, so now we're cooking that second side in the sauce, and you can even just kind of glaze it on there. Oh yeah, babe.
Are we throwing any more salt or anything, or no?
Nope, no need for salt.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna let that go, all right? And let's kind of flip it and glaze it, right? Flip it and glaze it, so we can get a little bit on there. And if you want, what you can do is you can kind of just take that down. All right. Take our spork here and just glaze over that pork, right? And then you got just beautiful, beautiful pork chops, orange pork chops. So now what we're gonna do, let's just let these keep sitting in the pan, okay? Let's take this pan over to the cutting board and we'll plate these puppies up.
That was fast.
That was it.
That's it?
Yeah, less than 20.
Wow.
There
that
we
was
go.
like 10. That was like 5 minutes.
That was it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's drop it right over here, my sweet love. Can you handle that?
I got it. I got it.
All right. So we got our pork chops sitting here glazing, okay? I'm just gonna cut some chives as normal, as Andrew always does.
The Andrew way.
Now I'm gonna add these to the hot pork as well as garnish at the end.
This is a true test to see if I like it.
If you like pork or chives.
I like chives. I've gotten used to the chives, but I gotta see if I like the pork.
Well, I think you do.
All right.
Well, first, now let's get these guys. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. That is so absolutely beautiful.
You gonna pour this on top?
Yeah, I'm gonna pour it on top. You know it. You know it. All right, just pull that butter back into the orange and that glaze. And there you go. Yeah.
It smells really
Dijon.
good. Oh.
One more, just because we don't want to lose this. Okay.
Wow. That's very pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
I would actually add, just at the end here, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Okay. And so really, if you're looking at it as just this dish, this is like $12.
That's amazing.
You go to a restaurant and they're going to charge you $1,700 for that.
1,700?
Yeah, 1,700
Yeah, totally.
pesos. All right, so now the key. Let's take one of these pork chops and let's give it the old college try. A little bone in there. See? So the pork's cooked all the way through. Okay, but you can see, look how moist it is. Moist.
Moist.
Look at that. You see all that liquid in there? Got a little bone there at the end. Do it. Watch out.
Watch out for what?
Just there's like a little bone in there. Cheers.
Why'd you
Pork
even-
pizza. Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Oh, drip, 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 drip. Dip and
Cheers.
go. You a fan? Have I converted you?
The sauce. I think the sauce did it for me. Really
And the
good.
pork.
The pork's good.
You're a porker now.
I'm a porker.
You're in the pork. All right, guys. Real simple. That was under 20 minutes. So 20 under 20. Under 20. Under 20.
I love
$20 under 20 minutes.
it. It was like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 and 10.
Okay, amazing.
All right. Good times. Let me eat the rest of this.
Okay, good luck.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so excited. It is so delicious.